Hello and welcome to this March writing and reading bullet journal setup. I'm really excited about this March theme, which is themed to Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. I'm just showing the cover here on screen. It's like creepy trees and there is also a very creepy silhouette. I'll have a link to this book if you want to check it out below. And I also have a video that I'll link talking about the best books that I read in January. And this was one of them, and so I talk way more in depth about it in that video, which is just a quick video. But essentially Rules for Vanishing is like about a group of friends and they go into the woods to search for one of the girl's sisters, and I won't say any more than that, but you can look up the full summary. I'll have a link in the description. So here I decided to do this like different kind of Dutch door style thing. It's like a folding in. When I originally did the fold, that gap wasn't there. The pages were actually overlapping and I was trying to fix it, and so I cut a strip, but then like when I pasted them down it was actually fine. That's kind of one of my difficulties with this particular bullet journal, is that there's some like oddities, there's some bits and pieces that don't quite match up the way they ought to, and so I have to kind of like make little fixes here and there to help that. So that was just one of those things that happened. But anyway, in the book Rules for Vanishing, they go through this gate, so they're all supposed to bring like keys, and the first they go through several quote unquote gates, but you know, there's one that's the first one they go through, and so I thought it would be cool for this like folding open feature to recreate that gate. And so when I open that up, that's where I'll have all of my organizational weekly sort of thing. What I've discovered since having my bullet journal through January and February is that I really don't use the weeklies where it's kind of like you write in all your stuff every week. I just find that it isn't really working for me and I just end up not using it. I think maybe because I have so many other systems in place, and so that's why I'm adapting to a new system, which I'll show you once I'm working on it. But right now I'm just finishing up that gate there, which I actually am really happy with how this turned out, even though it was like really simple to do, which I really liked. So I've slowed it down here just so I can show you what I'm using. So I'm using a Sakura Pigma brush pen here. That's what I used on the gate. I'm also using Tombow markers. So this is the 243. It's like a minty green color to match the Rules for Vanishing cover. This Tombow pen is a 451. That's the light blue one. And then I have a darker blue one that's a 493. I'll also have this linked in the description. And then I use one more, oops, I smudged my journal there. I use a Micron pen in a 03 for the writing and things like that. So yeah, so now I have my goals here as I have had in previous spreads, but I added this new releases section for books that are coming out. I was writing them in my actual weeklies, but it wasn't really like working, and I would rather be able to see them all in one place for the month, so that's why I did that. And I've cut down my favorite book section to 3, because actually when I do my favorite book videos, I'm only going to be talking about 3 books each time, so it just made more sense to do that in the journal, and then I can look at the journal and I know which 3 books I'm going to be talking about every month. So now, oh no, not yet. I thought I was going to open the flap there. I'm just coloring the sides. And then I think I go in and do some more of these tree details. These were really easy to doodle, and I actually really liked doing this because it created a really nice, cute effect, I think. But it was really simple to do, and I love how much that it matched the cover. And then I just added some more kind of floral stickers because I was trying to use my stickers, and I was like, well, I have them, so I'm going to use them too. Part of me thinks I would have preferred the spread if I just did the drawing, but I wanted to do something with the stickers. So this is the flaps open. And so what I've decided to do is to switch to a rolling weekly system. I am brand new to this, so I would be terrible at explaining it. So I've linked in the description a video from Plant-Based Bride explaining how she does her rolling weeklies. And I also have another video that I'll link about the rolling weekly system, and that one more resembles what I'm doing here. So essentially I just have one day for each day of the week, and then I can just write down my tasks. I'll be able to show you this better once I actually do it for the first time, but I'm essentially just like separating it by week, and then I'm just coloring these in to separate each entry so it's easier for me to like move all the way across. And I hope that'll be a better system for me and that I'll actually use it. Now I'm going on to the next page. So I've moved my monthly wins and my monthly reflection over here just because I wanted more space for them. I didn't want to try and crowd them on the other page. But then I had extra space, so I decided to make a little section for quotes from books that I like, because I have the memory of like a fish, and it's really easy for me to forget those things. So I wanted to start recording quotes so I can look back on them. I also got this stamp set from Studio Calico. I'll also link it below. And so I saw another bullet journal doing this technique with this stamp set. I'll also link her channel below. And so I basically thought it would be fun to do this, and then I could kind of record books I'm reading every month, just because I think it would kind of be fun to see them on a monthly basis. And I figured I'd try it out in this spread and see if I like it. And if I'm like, oh, okay, I actually hate doing this, then I won't do it again. But I thought it would be fun to try it just because I had the extra space, and I'm really trying to be experimental with this bullet journal and try different things and see what sorts of things that I like. I'm really not being too precious about it and, you know, it being perfect or anything like that. I just kind of want to get used to bullet journaling and see what sorts of things that I enjoy. And it's kind of nice because this spread also was like much faster to create. And so it was just kind of a really fun time. I didn't feel like I was overworking. I didn't feel like I was super tired. So I have those little bookshelves in there now, and I'm just adding in more tree details over here. And yeah, I guess that's kind of like what I plan to do for that. And this was just like a really quick and simple spread, which I really like, because it didn't take me much time at all. I had this great sticker set that actually really fit the vibe. And so I'm hoping that this will be something I actually use, because I found that in February, I really did not use the bullet journal very much at all. And so I'm hoping that having a kind of simpler spread like this and doing the rolling weeklies, that I'll actually use it. So here is the final flip through, very quick. Here we are with our little double doors here, opening up to the rolling weeklies, and those close. And then the next spread with our monthly wins, reflections, section for quotes, and the little bookcase. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.